Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Hey, Kat.
Hey, Bruce. How are you doing this fine Monday morning?
I am doing a lot better than I was
Feeling
last
better?
week. Yeah, feeling better. My grandson is too. Everybody's good and happy. And it's like I was explaining to you earlier, I don't like to come into the office or go to the gym or anything when I think I've got something. I want to pass that on. So, yeah, I hope everybody else does that same thing if they can.
Yeah,
if you possibly can. But
Me and Jason muddled through, and we found our way.
Christmas go and
It was
everything?
very nice. It was very quiet, and just mostly hanging around the house in
Oh,
pajamas.
the whole families didn't get all
I mean, like my mom and grandparents and me and Jason all got together, but
Okay, cool.
it was in our jammies at my grandparents' house.
Oh, cool.
doing nothing.
That's nice.
Nothing was great to do.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
it was a nice time, and how about you and Junior? I mean, were you recovering by then?
Oh, yeah, we were all right all week long. And actually, just stayed home. And I was going to go up to Chrissy's, place and the family and everything. They invited us up there to
Yeah.
pass and everything. But I wasn't, wanting to take nothing up there once
Fair.
again. And dealing with it. It might have snow up there or something like that. It was getting kind
yeah.
of stupid.
Yeah,
It was the weather was getting
kinda
weird. I didn't want to be
icky.
driving in it. So I just told Chrissy, we're going to just stay home. But you know what? It's like I did last year. Thanksgiving and Christmas, stayed home. I caught every football game, ate what I wanted, did what I wanted, and there was no fight, or nothing going on, no family feuds or anything going
Well,
on.
what's not to love then? Sounds great.
Yeah, we never had family feuds. I don't ever remember having family feuds. It's funny that whenever I saw people like getting into it, so it was like with a relationship of mine, or a friend of mine or something. Them all having a tangle or something. Because
Yeah.
Uncle Joe showed up and he was stupid or something like that. It's like I've seen it in other places, but I never had to deal with it with my family. But it's like
Gotcha.
I've heard the stories. But yeah, we had a beautiful Christmas. It was great and a long weekend, and and not a long weekend. We got 2 weeks off. Junior's off school.
True. Yeah.
Oh, Jason's off too.
I was gonna say, all the school people are having a quiet time right now.
Yeah, this has got to be a beautiful
Much
week
needed
this
rest
week.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leading
yeah.
into the new year here. Jeez, it's almost there too. The new year, it's a couple days.
I know. I was gonna say I see some New Year's events coming up on the schedule here, and I was gonna say there's gonna be plenty to do. It looks like we're already launching into January for the music schedule. So yeah.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, oh yeah, I got a bunch of stuff because I had to get the paper done early, so I could get it out this week. So that it's out there before beginning of the week. It just didn't work right. Waiting until next Monday.
Right.
So,
Hey.
anyways, that's great. Well, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and looking forward to the new year here. And before we get going, I'd like to thank Oregon's South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as Castaways, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. If you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, you just got to go to kciw.org and you will be on your merry way. Speaking of that damn musical, let's get it going.
Oh,
here,
yeah.
kiddo.
This January's staring us straight in the face. But first, some New Year's events, starting with Disturbing the Peace is going to be playing at Chetco Brewing Co. on the 31st from 8 p.m. to midnight, a tradition over there.
And then in Czech on the 31st, the Mighty Steelheads are going to be doing the New Year's Eve bash from 8 p.m. to midnight.
And then over at World Headquarters 101 on Monday night, they have Monday Night Jam, and musicians and vocalists are welcome there. And then they also have a multi-genre music open sign-up. It's 21 plus from 6 to 10 p.m. on that day.
Yep. And then we start January off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And now it's time for January.
See how I did that?
Let's take a look at the schedule for Lon Goddard. He's playing on the 2nd at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8. Then on the 7th and 21st of January, he's over at Kuntai playing from 6 to 8. And on the 15th of January, he's going to be at Brian Scott Gallery's Brown Bag Lunch playing from 11:30 to 1:30.
Yeah. And then Black GTO on the 16th, they'll be at World Headquarters 101, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then they'll be at the Inn at Tech on the 17th, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
All right. And then Disturbing the Peace is playing on the 24th at Inateca in Crescent City from 7 to 10.
And then Rogue Strings, they'll be on the 2nd at Mr. Ed's Underground. Underground up there in Port Orford, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. On the 10th, they'll be at Groundlings Pizza in Gold Beach, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. On the 30th, they'll be here local with the World Headquarters 101, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then on the 31st, they'll be at Sea Star Spirit House, New Year's Eve party, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Patty Ann is playing on the 10th at the Second Saturday Art Walk at Fallcrest Studios from 3 to 6. On the 16th, she's playing at Kuntai from 6 to 8. And on the 30th, she'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and then Cisco, hey, on the 16th, 13th, 20th, and the 27th, they'll be at World Headquarters 101, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. On the 30th, they'll be at the Chetco Activity Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then on the 16th, it'll be Seaview Memory Clinic, noon to 1 p.m.
And then Latitude is playing on the 10th at Pete's Bar and Grill from 6 to 8. And on the 25th of January, they'll be over at Augustino's playing from 2 to 4.
I know you want to put a little French accent. Latitude, the way it's spelled. There is a missing letter there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then he's got another group here, Blue Skies. And on the 24th, they'll be at Pete's Bar and Grill, 6 to 8.
All right. Haven't heard that name before.
Yep.
Well, hey, we've got a lineup here for the Inateca on the 17th. Black GTO is playing 7 to 10. On the 24th, Disturbing the Peace playing from 7 to 10. And on the 30th, the Mighty Steelheads playing 7 to 10.
Yes, indeedy. And then Mike Powell on the 16th, he'll be at Chetco Brewing Company, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Hey, let's take a look at the events coming up over at the old stand by the Chetco Library at 405 Alder Street in Brookings. Starting with their weekly events on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. They have story time. They have stories, songs, and games for young children. And then at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, they have their Tween Club with new interests and activities for tweens every week. On Wednesdays from 1:30 to 4, they have their after-school program. School-age kids are welcome to come by the library for a free snack and hang out, work on homework, or craft using supplies from the Maker Cart. Then on Thursdays from 10 to noon, it's Rowdy Creek String Band's open rehearsal. This is a friendly open rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. And even if you're not a string instrument player, they invite you to drop in and listen. And then on Thursdays, 3 to 5 p.m., they have Checkmate Corner. This is a weekly chess club for players of all ages and skill levels. And at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, looking at health here, they have an Easy Flow yoga class. It's a free class. They do recommend that you be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. Then on Fridays, this is a new thing happening weekly on Fridays at 10:30 a.m. They have a group called Threads, Hooks, and Needles. This is a fiber arts club for knitters, sewers, and more. They invite you to bring your latest project and connect with other fiber artists over light refreshments in the makerspace. And then on Saturdays at 10:30 a.m., they have Saturday Story Time for young children. 1 p.m., they have Saturday Shuffle, where you can trade and play Pokemon cards. And on second and fourth Saturdays from 2 to 4, they have their Teens Teach Tech event. You can drop by the library annex with a device or tech question, and you can get help from a cyber senior technology mentor. This free service is presented in partnership with Harmony and Maine Music. And hey, coming up in monthly and special events, there's a lot going on in January. All month long, January 3rd through the 31st for kids, there's a Where's Waldo take-home craft. You can pick up a postcard in the youth section and use your imagination to tell people where Waldo has visited. It's a nice little take-home art project. And then Saturday, January 3rd at 2 p.m., they're having an event called Revolution Rocks, a Hamilton community sing-along. So this is part of their partnership with the Wild Rivers Film Festival. They do free monthly indie film screenings, and they often feature top selections from the film festival, but they occasionally do some big-name musicals, and January's film selection is the musical Hamilton. This event will also have some information available about an upcoming oral history project for the community and how you can get involved. And then on Wednesday, January 7th at 5:30, they have a team trivia night. That's the first Wednesday of every month. And you can gather a dream team of 2 to 4 players and put your knowledge to the test. There's a kids and an adult division, and registration is recommended, but team signups are allowed the day of if space allows. And on Friday, January 9th at 4 o'clock, they have a winter poetry circle. You can share your own work or poems by your favorite poet at this quarterly meetup where poets and poetry lovers connect, discuss, and celebrate the written and spoken word. And anyone who signs up to share a poem, of course, will be entered to win a door prize. And then rounding out that week, Saturday, January 10th at 11 a.m., they're doing a D&D one-shot campaign for teens. So this Dungeons & Dragons campaign is designed for participants 12 and up who are new to playing D&D, and this one-shot event is meant to introduce beginners to the basics of the game. And coming up in book clubs on the 14th of January at 4 p.m., they have their Bookworm Buddies Club for 2nd through 5th graders, and this month they're reading Zoe and Sassafras Sassafras, Bips and Roses by Asia Citro. And then that week on Thursday, January 15th at 5:30 p.m. for adults, they have Pub Grub Book Club. This is a casual book club for adult fans of graphic novels that takes place off-site at Misty Mountain Brewing in downtown Brookings. And actually this month, since they are closed during the month of January, the group is going to be meeting at Chetco Brewing Co. on Railroad Street instead. And then in January, the group is reading and discussing The Mushroom Night by Oliver Bly. And if you want any more information about library-led events and programs, they're free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. And you can get more information at chetcolibrary.org by giving them a call at 541-469-7738. Or, hey, you can always follow them on Facebook. Yeah. And that's just the first half of the month. But
yeah,
hey.
I was going to say, and then you guys are closed on New Year's Day. So
Oh, yeah, don't forget, closed on New Year's Day. So keep an eye out there. Don't go by the library. You won't be able to get inside the building. It will be locked. Well, hey, now it's time for famous quotes with Cousin Bruce.
That's right. Hey, actor-comedian Eugene Levy, he was born December 17th, 1946. Here's a few quotes from him. At the end of the day, even if my part is a bit goofy, the key thing is that I'm doing what I love to do, and that's to make people laugh. He says, comedy is all about taking risks, not being afraid to fail. He goes, I've always believed that comedy can bring people together and bridge divides, and improvisation is like a form of magic. You never know where it'll take you. Hey, hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Eugene Levy with Cousin Bruce. Till next week, hey, have a great one.
Right. Hey, over at the Elk Valley Casino, they're presenting New Year's Eve with Got You Covered. This is going to happen on, of course, New Year's Eve, the 31st, from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. There's going to be live music, countdown to 2026. They say admission is free. You do have to be 21 plus to attend.
Got You Covered. I like the name of that band. That's cool name,
I wonder what they specialize in.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. I didn't catch that part. I just saw that. Yeah. Hey, Legends Arcade is presenting Claw Drop for the New Year's. This is happening on the 31st, 10 p.m. Legends Arcade is bringing in the new year with a massive claw drop. The claw is almost 3 feet tall. They will have their traditional mocktails for sale like last year and fun music. They will be streaming both Seattle and New York broadcasts. All ages fun for New Year's. And then they have token specials as well, they said. So there you go.
All righty. Well, there you go.
Something to do on New Year's with the kids.
Yeah. All right. Hey, once again, a reminder over at the Chetco Library. Coming up, they are having an event called Revolution Rocks, a Hamilton sing-along with the Wild Rivers Film Festival. Again, this is on the 3rd of January, a Saturday. It's going to run at 2 p.m. And they do free monthly film screenings for the community. January's film selection, of course, is the cast recording of Hamilton from 2020. It is rated PG-13. Hamilton is a dramatic, modern musical take on the real life of one of America's foremost founding fathers and the first Secretary of the Treasury, Alexander Hamilton. Captured live on Broadway from the Richard Rodgers Theater with the original Broadway cast featuring the vocal talents of Renee Elise Goldsberry, Jonathan Groff, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Daveed Diggs. This special sing-along event is launching a special series of 2026 library programs in recognition of the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And again, this event is also going to have some information about an upcoming oral history project and how folks can get involved.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Elk Valley Casino is presenting the Morgan Wallen Experience. This is happening on January 3rd, 8 p.m. Tickets are on sale now in person at the Points Club booth or online at etix.com in advance and on the day of the event. Doors open at 7 p.m. with the show starting at 8. Must be 21 or older to attend. And seating, as always, is first come, first serve.
All righty. And then let's see here. Coming up at the Manley Art Center, they have some workshop schedules in January. On the 5th, 12th, and 19th of January, they have a series called Learn to Play the Recorder 2. This is a 6-day course. And then on the 11th, 18th, and 25th, they have the Art of Texturing. On the 14th, 21st, 28th, and I'm assuming the 10th of February, they have a pottery workshop. And on the 26th, they're going to be having the Manley Sessions, which features acoustic music.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and then Elk Valley Casino, in collaboration with Tanaka and the Kamomi Foundation, presents Taiko Performers From Rikuzentakata at Elk Valley Casino Event Room. This is on the 11th at 3:30 p.m. This is a 900-year-old Japanese festive tradition. All ages are welcome. Drinks available. Seating is limited. Now, this is all ages welcome to this thing. So,
that's very nice.
That's at the, I don't know.
That doesn't happen very frequently.
Yeah.
There you go. All ages. Hey. All right. Now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right, hey, Cat. Hey, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's Bit of Real History for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know a thief in the 1700s was also a master escape artist? It's true, and here's the story. Jack Sheppard was born in 1702 in Spitalfields, East London. He completed some basic schooling and worked as a servant for a woolen draper. In 1770, he became an apprentice carpenter. Well, despite his apparent talents as an apprentice, Sheppard fell under the influence of the landlord of the Black Lion Ale House. It was there in 1722 where fatefully he met and fell in love with Elizabeth Lyon, popularly known as Edgeworth Bess. Claiming to be led astray by bad company and lewd women, Sheppard fell into a life of crime. Well, in 1724, he was arrested for the first time after committing burglaries with his brother Thomas Sheppard and his lover Bess. He was sent to the parish roundhouse of St. Giles in the Fields, but escaped by breaking a hole through the roof. For a second prison escape from New Prison in Clerkenwell that May, he and Bess scaled a 7.6-meter wall with a rope made from knotted sheets. Back again on the streets of London, Sheppard returned to the world of burglary and highway robbery. But his activities at large caught the attention of infamous vigilante Jonathan Wild, the thief-taker general. Well, Wild secured Sheppard's arrest, his third one, on July 23rd. He was condemned to death at the Old Bailey criminal courts and sent to the notorious Newgate prison. Boy, this talented carpenter-turned-jailbreaker managed to escape Newgate prison not once, but twice. When he was arrested for the final time on 31st of October for burglary in a pawn shop on Drury Lane, he had prison guards watching him day and night. His prison escapades had earned him celebrity status. Well, while at Newgate awaiting his execution, Sheppard welcomed many visitors who paid a fee to the guards to meet him. Even the royal artist James Thornhill paid his 1 shilling and 6pence to visit. His sketches in the collaboration shows Sheppard handcuffed and alone in the condemned cell. Sheppard, unable to escape death, was publicly hanged at Tyburn Gallows on November 16th, near where Marble Arch now stands in front of the huge and sympathetic crowd. Hope you enjoyed this week's Bit of Real History with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, always keep it real. That's what crime doesn't pay on.
No. I was going to say, that's reinforcing that for sure. Just another healthy reminder for folks.
That's right. Don't do it.
Hey, well, before we get into PSAs here, I also wanted to let folks know January is a special month over at the Chetco Playhouse. The Chetco Pelican players are going to be having their annual Packy Awards ceremony. This is going to be on the 24th of January, a little early this year. That's a Saturday. And 6 p.m. is when dinner starts. 7 p.m. is when they have their annual awards ceremony where they recognize the efforts of their actors throughout the year. And admission for that, it's open to the public. It's $15 for people 16 and older, $7 for people 15 years old and under, and it's free for those who are 17 and under who participated at all in the 2025 season. So any youth actors who participated that year get in for free. So just letting folks know that's happening at the Chetco Activity Center this year. It's going to be at 550 Chetco Lane in Brookings. So
Right on.
mark your calendars if you're into the acting community.
Well, you
there.
know what? That's funny because, I didn't see anything on it when I was putting the paper together. So
I got a letter in the mail.
See, you got a letter in the mail. Okay.
Because I paid my membership
Well,
dues.
see, now I would have, and I would have.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was public. Sometimes it's not. I wouldn't put it in there. It hasn't always been in the past.
It is,
So,
and it's now up on their website, and it's
Okay, so everybody will know about it. They'll have plenty of people.
So
know.
yes, if you want to go celebrate the accomplishments of your local artists, by
cool.
all means, the Packy Award ceremony again on the 24th of January over there at the Chetco Activity Center this year.
I got mine.
There you go.
I love my little Packy.
Yeah. I've got a couple myself now.
Yep.
All right, let's get into our PSAs here.
Indeed.
Coastal Home Health and Hospice has grief support groups that meet at 585 5th Street in Brookings. This is on the first and third Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. They are free of charge and open to the public, and you do not have to have received their hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are always welcome, and if you need more information, you can call 541-469-0405.
That's right. And Cascadia Pickleball Zone, located at 16185 Highway 101 South, is presenting an hour of pickleball yoga. This is happening at Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays 10:15 a.m., Thursdays at 6:15 p.m., Fridays at 10:15 a.m. and Saturday at 9 a.m. Pickleball yoga. I'm just having to stop by to see what that's all about.
One of these days we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, KCIW has an ongoing soapbox series, and this is where folks get a chance to speak their mind, because basically KCIW offers 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who has something to say. There are a few ground rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising, but other than that, you can share what's on your mind. The studio's open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. You can just drop in and record.
Yeah, you can come in and say what a wonderful play you saw.
I come
or stuff
in,
like that.
stuff like that. I come in to read PSAs, you know,
Oh,
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Linda writes up. So yeah, it's
there are all
nice
kinds
time.
of things you can
It's a
take
very
advantage of.
social hour. It's very nice.
Very cool. Hey, Legend Arcade is presenting Trading Card Game Night. Let's see, every first Wednesday of the month, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. You can sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or battle with local players.
All right, and speaking of game nights, there's also game nights that happen at the Whimsical Griffin, located at 615 Chetco Avenue, over by the Redwood Theater. These happen weekly on Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m., and they play Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, and, of course, good old classic board games.
Absolutely. Hey, Meals on Wheels, volunteers needed. If you'd like to do something to make you and those you help very happy, if you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love, hey, if you would like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about 1.5 hours. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it is just 1 day a week, 1 day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, you can contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center, 541-469-6822.
Okay. And then the Brookings Harbor Scouts of America are scouting for new troop members, as always, and boys and girls are invited.
Yep.
So Troop 32 and Troop 4032 are accepting new scouts as well as adults interested in volunteering, and scouts can join the troops from 5th grade to age 17. Adults are able to volunteer as long as they are over 21 years old, are able to pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. And they meet at Scout Hall from 7 to 8:30 every Monday night, except for holidays. You're invited to meet the troops and learn more about what Scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Haglund can be reached at 541-661-2749. And you can reach Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson at 707-951-3647.
Yeah, hey, at American Red Cross, blood drives. The need for blood is constant, and sometimes that need becomes critical. That's why the American Red Cross needs you to make an appointment to give blood. You can call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Give something that means something. Give blood.
Yeah.
Is there another?
The next round of ones, because they do them about every other month. So they just wrapped up their December ones a couple weeks ago, but the next ones are going to be in the second or third week of February. Right. So you got some time to plan there if you want to give blood. You can make your appointment. You can make your appointment early for a February blood drive. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. The Curry Public Library, located on 3rd Street up in Gold Beach, has Memory Cafe Curry events. They meet the 3rd Wednesday of every month from 10:30 to noon at the Curry Library up in Gold Beach. And to register for this program, they ask that you email memorycafe@cplib.net or give them a call at 541-247-7246. And a Memory Cafe is an informal social gathering for older adults living with memory loss alongside their care partners. Care partners may include, but are not limited to, spouses, siblings, children, or friends whose social lives are often just as affected as their loved ones. Memory cafes are designed to be a casual, stress-free gathering to allow care partners the opportunity to relax and socialize with others in a similar situation. Memory Cafe Curry is staffed by a qualified social service provider, as well as library staff and volunteers.
All right. Hey, and the Queers and Allies Brookings get together at the Chetco Library Forest Room on the 3rd Saturday of the month, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., ages 9 to 19. It's hosted by the Southern Oregon Coast Pride. That's still going on, right?
They meet every third Saturday.
There you
Yeah,
go.
sometimes the location varies, but that's a regular monthly meetup.
Okay,
yep,
cool.
And it looks like this month it is at the
I want to
library.
make sure we're updated.
There you go. All right. Hey, the Brookings Recorder Ensemble is looking for people to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. And they meet at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30. You're invited to bring your recorder and a music stand. They provide the music.
Well, there you go. Hey, community kitchen schedule on Mondays, St. Timothy's, Tuesdays, St. Timothy's, Wednesdays, Star of the Sea Catholic Church, Thursdays, the Presbyterian Church, Fridays, the Lutheran Church, first, third, and fifth Saturdays, St. Timothy's, and then second and fourth Saturdays, Church of the Nazarene. These are all at noon to 1. And then on Sundays, you go to St. Timothy's, 3 to 4. You can also find the community kitchen schedule at kciw.org. We took it right to the
Hey, look at our time management
Just before
skills.
I kick us out here really quick, I want to say, in case all of you are following, the Copper Dodo is coming along just fine.
Wonderful.
I plan on having it done next month, so that'll be great. Yeah, and then we'll take it from there after all the legalities are done.
There you
So,
go.
hey, that's it. So it's time to close out this week's show. Before we go, I would like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week, helping us bring our show to the airwaves. And thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW LP 100.7 FM and listen to all the fine shows they have to offer. You can catch all the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org. And hey, check out the live streaming that's available while you're there. Most of the info for this week's show came from the Insider of Southern Oregon Entertainment newspaper, and you could read more by going to the insiderofsouthernoregon.com, where you'll also find the link to the Insider Report. Hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing off, so please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey,
We'll see you out there.
Bam! And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Beautiful.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.